It's time for local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. And good morning. Welcome to a local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. It is Friday, which means only one thing. Ms. Kellie Syfan of Applied Behavioral Happiness joins us here in studio. How are you today?
I am so well. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. Happy Friday to you. Let's do our quick little introduction, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. So I'm Kellie Syfan. I'm the owner of Applied Behavioral Happiness, where we help change behavior while protecting the spirit. I can help with everything from whining and fussing to big tantrums and meltdowns. I work with a lot of kids who have trauma, phobias, and big behavioral challenges.
Again, my name is Trace Don. On behalf of Local Talk, you can give us a call, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. You can catch this video, if you didn't catch it live, by way of our website at nextdoorradio.com under the Program and Recordings tab. Everything we've ever done is sitting right there, even my video of touching the ducks and the rabbits and all that good stuff. Give us a call, 919-618-9258. So we want to really bring up the conversation with teachers, counselors, principals. Maybe if the parent doesn't agree with the situation that's happening, talk a little bit more about that, either the transitioning into speaking to the child, or how does that work with a conversation with the school if you don't agree with something?
Certainly. So as things come up in school, it's a really difficult context because we, as the adults outside of the school, have very little control of that space. And there are a lot of adults and other kids involved in that space. Often schools are designed to keep things moving. So when you've got a behavioral challenge in school, it kind of gums the gears and everybody wants it fixed as quick as possible. It doesn't always mean fixed in the way that's going to be best for the child. So it can be really easy to run into, as you said, those times where we're not all agreeing on what's going on.
And that's a hard thing to, as a parent, it's a hard thing to say, hey, we're just going to listen to what this person is saying about your child or whatnot. But then you listen to the child speak. I mean, it's kind of be a two-headed sword. I mean, so talk a little bit more about that if you can.
Absolutely. So there's a balance to have here. Of course, we know that we want to trust our kids whenever possible, as much as possible. And the perspective between the child and the adult, they can both be telling the truth and have very different stories because they experienced it from very different spots. So finding that middle ground and figuring out how to kind of circle that square can be really, really difficult. One of the things that we focus on early on is making sure that when we're speaking as the adults, that everybody's calmed down, that they've taken their notes in the moment, even if they were upset in that moment about what occurred, and everybody's calmed down before we have the conversation. So it doesn't become an emotional conversation, but rather just a reporting of the facts as best we can do.
I want you, let's play a little role play.
Absolutely.
All right, I want you to put you're going to be the teacher in the situation. So say a child, or we'll go into the kindergarten stage or the first grade stage, and say, hey, he got in trouble or she got in trouble in gym today.
Okay.
All right. He might have, thrown the ball at a student or knocked something off the wall or whatever it is.
Sure.
As a teacher, what should you say to the parent in that situation?
So I'll tell you, I was a teacher in a student teaching setting and then in a volunteer setting for 1 year.
Oh,
So, 1 year. What I recognized very quickly was that setting was not a successful one for me. So I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I could perfectly tell you what a teacher should do. But what I can do is tell you about the best way to communicate about a difficult situation with someone that has their heart in that situation when you're talking to a parent about a child. Quite often, I'll have sessions with kids where, hey, you know what? Today I got punched in the face. And we got to tell mom and dad about that. And that can be really tough. So one thing that I don't like to do that people commonly do is the not so great sandwich. Your child is wonderful. They did this terrible thing, but they're great. It's not really my jam. Coming in being very honest and going, hey, this is what happened today. So let's say we threw the ball at someone else. Today in gym, we threw the ball at Damien. I'd hit Damien in the face. Damien had a bloody nose. What we did to rectify that situation was this. Now, what I like to hear from teachers and from other caregivers is, how did we make the situation better Like, did we go get him a tissue? Did we do something to rectify the damage that we did? So if we knock something off the wall, did we go help put it back up? Rather than, we were forced to say sorry. So what I don't want is kids going, I said sorry.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. And be like scot-free. I want kids to learn, holy smokes, everybody makes mistakes. I can be a part of making this better. So that's not just in the communication, but in how I'm hoping that they will take that situation and turn it into a good learning moment.
No, I like that. And I think the honest aspect of things goes a long, long way for parents of any age. Again, Kellie Syfan joins us here by way of our local talk program, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. Feel free to give us a call if you have a comment or concern as well. She would love to be able to hear it. If you missed it, you can head back to our website at nextdoorradio.com under the program and recordings tab. Everything we've ever done is sitting right there. Let's talk a little bit more about some programs that you have at the farm, but also at the office as well. We'd like to bring those every single time you're up because it sounds like every time I talk to you, there's something new, which is fantastic. So talk a little bit more about any programs that you have going on right now.
Certainly. So the next big thing coming around is the second beta test of the Tantrums and Meltdowns course. The first test is going phenomenal. We're going to extend it from an 8-week to a 12-week.
Wow.
We've got guest experts from all over the United States joining to be a part of that course. We've got weekly meetings where we're meeting as a group with parents who get it because they're there for the same thing. That's going to be launching in March. So I'm very excited. There's only going to be 6 seats. So anybody who's interested, you can get a hold of me now. From there, we've got the farm going forward. We've got the sessions there that are just going fantastic. A couple of group sessions are available for kids a similar age. And then we've got individual sessions. If you're looking for just a full consultation, we can go to the office and do a full consult with a consult report. However I can help, I want to be there for you. And that's why I do those free discovery calls always to start.
Fantastic. What's the best contact information, website? How they best get a hold of you?
Absolutely. So you can go to appliedbehavioralhappiness.com. Any of those red request appointment buttons, you'll see the free discovery call. It's 30 minutes with me. If I'm not the right fit for you, I will help you find the right fit. You can also call 984-235-1058.
Fantastic. Ms. Kellie, anything else you want to make sure we kind of bring up or concerns or anything that you have?
Absolutely. Since we're on the topic of school, as we go from one semester to the next, expect that you're going to see a little bit of shaking and shifting. Even if your child isn't in, say, a high school setting where the classes change, this sort of shift where grades are coming up and evaluations are coming up, you're going to see a little more shakiness in behavior. So be ready for that.
There you go. We love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon. Kellie Syfan with Applied Behavioral Happiness here on our local talk program. And I should have said this earlier. Behavioral 911 is the program, the name of the program. So there you go. Again, this is local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. We'll see you later.